And shifting focus to the Kozhikode tragedy, as we speak, we're picking up visuals of Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, who's currently at the Calicut airport. Remember, we've been keeping you ahead on minute-by-minute details trickling in. First visuals of the Aviation Minister at the crash site up on your television screens. 8 people have lost their lives in this air crash. 127 currently hospitalized. Sagai Raj will be able to tell us more on what we can expect as far as the Civil Aviation Minister is concerned. Sagai, the Civil Aviation Minister currently at the crash site, Aviation Ministry officials have also been taking stock of the situation. Several meetings that have been taking place since late last night, but what can we expect further?
If you notice, there was a show cause notice which was been issued in 2019 by DGCA demanding that Calicut airport should concentrate on runaway, and because there are a lot of problems, there were a lot of complaints that they were getting while landing the flights, and subsequently there was also rectified, and again now they have faced this kind of problem, and probably they will try to talk to the administration and try to address these issues. Right now we are at Aster MIMS hospital. We just spoke to the doctor over here, and what we get to learn from the doctor is that all those patients who are undergoing treatment are fine. Only 7 people are under critical stage, and they hope that even they will be fine end of the day. The treatment is on, and as we speak, the Industrial Minister of Kerala is also visited this particular hospital, and he is taking stock of the situation, and hope the people are praying that hope everything will be fine here in Kerala. Back to you.
Absolutely. Sagai Raj keeping us ahead on the status of all those who have sustained injuries in this tragedy. Sagai, but why this becomes important as far as the Civil Aviation Minister's visit is concerned? Because last July, DGCA served a show cause notice to the Calicut International Airport. So now it remains to be seen if maintenance of the runway was taking place, if inspections and safety assessments were not carried out. So all that will now be looked at carefully. But as for the status of those who've been hospitalized is concerned, you've been tracking that front for us. Tell us, what does the situation look like? How many people currently hospitalized? How many have been discharged? What's the latest on that?
So as per this particular hospital here in Aster MIMS, so what we get to learn from the doctors over here is that around 44 patients were shifted, and one of the patients has been reported COVID positive, but unfortunately he succumbed to injuries after that particular incident yesterday. And apart from that, 7 people are under critical situation in the hospital, and there are a lot of challenges. Remember that there is a pandemic here in the Kerala state, there is huge floods, and moreover this particular flight crash adds more salt to the wound, and they are finding very difficult to cope up with the situation, because this particular flight which was landing in Calicut was on Vande Mataram mission, where they were shifted from the east to Kerala, and they were supposed to undergo screen, but when this crash happened, it was a challenging situation even for the doctors, whether to take their test of COVID or whether to go ahead with the treatment. So there are several challenges. Now they feel that everything is under control. They had screened every day, and thankfully none of them have been reported positive from this hospital. But other hospital, what we get to learn is from the health department that around 2 to 3 people have been tested positive, and they are taking stock of the situation. Apart from that, the health department has also requested people who were helped in rescuing these people yesterday in the flight crash to undergo quarantine to ensure that they are also not get infected. So a lot of things is happening. The government is also communicating with the doctors, and as I speak now, the industry minister is right now inside the hospital talking to the doctors and trying to take stock of the situation.
And I was coming to that, Sagai. What makes it more difficult and challenging for the healthcare workers is 2 deceased have also tested positive for COVID-19. Now, in that sense, the health minister has said that everyone who was involved in rescue operations has to go through the test, has to go through a mandatory quarantine period as well. But it indeed becomes very challenging for all those who are currently hospitalized and are undergoing treatment also.
Absolutely, and remember, these hospitals also had COVID patients, and still they have COVID patients who are being treated inside this hospital. So they have to segregate. Almost all the hospitals across the country, not only in Kerala, are filled with COVID patients. And there is one more challenge for them also, how to admit them, whether they have to take a test and they have to wait for the report. And we know very well it takes a lot of time for them to get the report results. So facing all these challenges, the doctors have worked smartly. There was some kind of new technical mechanism which was being used in this particular hospital to try to screen them, where the report was quite fast for them to get, and immediately they were in action. They shifted to the hospital, they shifted to the wards, and they had given enough treatment. And I was trying to ask the nature of injuries to understand how the flight had landed and what was the problem they faced, whether there was more injuries or there are more injuries to the limbs or to the legs. The doctor said that the more injuries is on the limbs and the hip. The 7 critical patients who are facing major problem, they have more injuries on the legs, and they are giving enough treatment. And they said that probably once they realized that the flight was landing, they removed their seatbelt, and many of them also have a habit of standing up from their seat to take their luggages. Probably that might be one of the reasons why they got injured. If they would have used the seatbelt and if they would have sat during the time of landing, and probably there would have been less injuries to their limbs and all those things, because they might have had a control with the seat belt. So this was the opinion which was being given by the doctor, saying that the nature of injuries, and we hope that as per the doctor's opinion, all these patients get recuperated as soon as possible. Apart from this particular hospital, other hospitals also have patients, and the other hospitals also undergoing
absolutely
screening.
Well, the nose of the plane completely crashed. The fuselage was broken into two, and that, of course, shows in the way the injuries have also taken place, the nature of the injuries that Sagai Raj is currently pointing out. Sagai, thank you for reporting on the latest as far as those who've been hospitalized are concerned. 127 currently undergoing treatment. Thank you for that. We'll keep coming back for more.